Hi, my name's Dylan Grant. I'm going to be doing the final for the Assemblies of God History, Missions, and Governance. I'm going to be talking about 3 sections that really stuck out to me that I feel like are super core and important to the Assemblies of God. I think section 2 for me was really important because it's the early AG history. You cannot have anything built upon nothing. You have to start somewhere. The second one we want to look at today is section 3, which is the AG today. It's important to know what is happening now. What is our core beliefs? Why do we have our core beliefs? And I also want to talk about section 5, which is AG missions, because personally, this has affected me in my walk with the Lord through Speed the Light. And so I want to talk about those 3 today. The first one I want to talk about is AG history, the early AG history. It is so important to understand where we come from. It's important to understand our foundations, our core beliefs, and why we have our core beliefs. See, if we just have core beliefs, but we don't know where they came from, then why should we even have them? It is just hearsay at that point. It almost becomes religion. But when we have a core understanding of why we think the way we think, why we do the things we do, why we are the way we are, then we can have a relationship with what we believe. We don't just have this external understanding of, that's just what we do. But this is why we do it. Because someone took the step first. Because someone believed that African Americans should have a role in the AG. Because someone believed that now we are all inclusive. We are all ready, all one body. And Jesus, just as he had longed for his bride and his church to be. And if we don't believe why or how or who the front runners were for that, then how can we move forward even more? The second one is so important. In section 3, we talked about the AG today. Without our foundation, we have no AG today. I fully believe that if we did not start changing things, we may not have been here today. But because we decided to take a step and say, hey, it might be countercultural, but I believe that this is where the Word is telling us where we need to go. This is where Holy Spirit is telling us where to go. And I believe that because we did that, we have this now. We need to understand how things began so that we can keep moving forward. Why did we choose to do this? Why did we choose to do that? Now what do? We have this huge choice in front of us to give more to missions or to give more to the local church. And now, because we decided that both are important, we give to both. It is just such a beautiful thing. And the final thing I want to talk about is AG missions today. This has personally affected me. I am working in a local church now, and I've been an intern working there, and we did a huge fundraiser for Speed the Light. Me growing up in just the AG for the past couple years, Speed the Light has been such a core belief in what we do. It's been so impactful, especially within the youth ministry. This is personally where I am longing to be. I want to be with our teenagers. I want to be with this next generation that is coming up. Not the generation of next, but the generation of now. The generation that is ready. The generation that is longing to see change in their world. We were raising money for Speed the Light. And not only do we just raise money just to raise money, but we raise money to get in their heads that, hey, this is important. This is important to us because it's important to God. This is important to us because the gospel is moving in places that we may never see, we may never go, we may never experience, we may never even see the people that this money impacts. But one day in heaven, we will see God. And not only will we see God and Jesus and Holy Spirit, but we will see the person that we gave money to. One of our students, she scooped 1,000 piles of horse poop for Speed the Light and for the 1K Society. And she raised $1,000 by herself with a sponsor. And because she decided that it was a good idea to scoop poop, somebody in another country will be impacted because of that. Somebody will meet the Lord because she decided, hey, I'm gonna go scoop some poop. And it's also so important that we just give in blind faith. Like knowing that, we're gonna give, not knowing where it's going, not knowing what it's gonna do, but we're gonna give because God's good. because God's good, because the Father's good, and it's important that they know it too. Anyways, those are just some little things that I picked up throughout the Assemblies of God history and missions and governance. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Have a blessed day.